She did it first.
And it was a point that pissed me off when it happened. I want to note that because
Was it the same window? Because I was like, damn.
Premiere.
Yes, because
Women
Helaena
don't never
took it
get credit.
first.
She was groundbreaking, literally.
Literally.
A pioneer.
Literally. She went where no man had gone before.
Come on. She invented the fall off.
Not the fall off. Yo. Oh, God. And welcome, Internet, to another episode of Castle Black, the blackest Game of Thrones podcast in all of the realms. It is I, one of your hosts, Tatiana King, a.k.a. Tatiana Kang the Conqueror, a.k.a. Sir Arlen of Dollar Tree, Lord of Lightsaber, Sir Gawain's World, Party Time, Excellent, Tatiana Hannah the King, Kodak Blackwoods, Tatiana the Kingslayer, and the Ting of the North. And as usual, I'm joined by one of the smartest people on the planet, the Maester P herself.
Hey everyone, it's Maester P, aka Make 'em Say aka Keeper of the Ice and Fire Tea, aka Lady Mary J. Ain of Highgarden, aka Dreaming of Dreamfire.
Excellent. And as always, we have the phenomenal, the gorgeous, the intelligent himself, the captain. Please, Ben-Ha the Means, introduce yourself.
Wow. Thank you. Actually, I feel recognized this week. It's your boy DJ Ben-Hameen, aka Ben-Ha of the Means, Ambitions of a Dragon Rider, the Dorn Identity, King House of Darion, A Man Has No Shame, the Seven-Faced God is good all the time.
And all the time, God is good.
Thank you. Thank you.
And of course, we have our special guest, King of the Driggers himself, Rodimus.
It's Rod Morrow, aka Sir Christian Cole World, aka Amon the Third Eye, aka the Aaron Hall of Heron Hall. Don't be afraid. Grand Maester Flash, the Contact High Septon, Lil Gwaine, Sir Roderick Dustamall, cause fuck them kids. The King of the North Carolina, come on, raise up.
Take your shirt off. Your hands like a helicopter. Yo, I love it. Oh, I love this energy. Okay. Yes, y'all, we are back. We are here to talk the season finale of House of Dragons, episode 8, titled The Treasons at Tumbleton. And listen, the dance is being danced. The fire is being flamed. And to me, this was one of the most funniest episodes I have ever watched of House of Dragons. And I'll explain later, but it was a lot going on. I had a great time. 10 out of 10. Highly recommend it. What about you guys? How y'all felt?
I was talking about it before the show, and I think I would say I often compare things to Power, the series Power, because it's one of my favorite series. I've watched pretty much every episode of every spinoff besides the Tommy one, because I found that just to be absolutely terrible. And watching this episode of House of Dragon, it makes me realize that I think I underrate the writing on Power, and I overrate the writing on House of Dragon, because they're much more similar in, I wouldn't say tone, but in style, in use of drama, in use of soap opera tactics, in use of ridiculousness to make an entertaining episode. It's like, it doesn't have to be intelligent or smart to be entertaining. And this episode proved that, because characters did, just ignorant things over and over again.
Wild, ignorant, wild, crazy.
Super entertaining.
Yes.
I'd say 9 to 10. Yeah.
Rob,
that kid getting guffed is, that makes it 20 or 10. Like, sorry, yo. Fuck them kids straight up. That was incredible. I mean, I couldn't believe they went through with it, Like, when he poked them, I was like, he gonna leave him alone. Nah, son.
This wouldn't be Game of Thrones if they didn't cross the line. There was a couple people who thought the last episode was a habitual line stepper with with Aemon and his mother. But I'm just like, well, where have you been the last 10 years?
That's what I guess. People get offended by sex and not violence, and that's so wild. I think the
line has been crossed long ago. But Rob, what did you think of this episode?
Oh man, I loved it. It felt to me like watching the NBA Finals, and like Team Green felt like the Knicks having a good fourth quarter, because it was looking, Team Black was up for a minute, and then just I feel like the coaching let them down. Some of these decisions, some of these people they bet on as they role players. You know, the way they was benching certain people in crucial moments. I was just like, oh, this is I've seen this before. I feel like I've seen Jalen Brunson take a team down a few times like this, and that's exactly how this felt. I felt like Stephen A. Smith watching this at home, just analyzing all these bad decisions.
Yeah, you can't blame the refs this time, right? This was all on the team. Portia, what about you? How you felt?
Because I've been seeing people like speculate online about how this is a series that basically George R.R. Martin has like stepped away from because it's become fan fiction of what was written. And I'm like, that's true to any adaptation. Like, you're never gonna get a true to like form adaptation of anything. They're gonna spin and do fanfic of a thing. And I knew that was gonna be true as soon as they like from Page, there's only a few major key things that happen. And then that to flesh it out, they've been doing all these stories in between, the human drama between it all, right? The dragon drama between it all. So for me, this episode was just kind of like, okay, like, is it fanfic? Yeah. And I guess I'm just buckled into the fanfic. Like whoever is directing this and who's ever writing it, they want us to believe this is why everything that happens.
Right.
Here I am. I'm just going along with the story.
You sound like very dejected. I mean, as a book reader and as a maester, did this feel like treason to you? Because I mean, that's the type of treasons. It's multiple. It's multiple. Multiple. I mean, they say at Tumbleton, but across the board, like this. For those who know the backstory rather, like, is this like what the fuck is happening right now? Is this a problem? Is this episode a problem? Is this series a problem?
I just feel like this season in particular has been moments of like, you might read something happening, like, and you feel like generally, like, if you know about a certain candidate or politician or whatever, or an actor, and you know how you think they tend to move because you've watched them enough, you understand how you think they move. And then you get someone tells you a backstory, and you're like, or there's like a blind item or whatever, and you're like, I guess it could apply to this person. I just didn't think that it did, but okay. That's what this season has been. It's been like blind item after blind item of different characters, different things that happened. And I'm just like, okay, I mean, I guess it could have happened this way.
But did you know Rhaenyra eats babies? And it's just like, whoa, where'd you guys come up with this? I get you. And you know what? It was a lot of left field stuff happening. Should we even start at the very beginning of the left field?
Let me go ahead. I've got a list. All right, so
go. I have lists, but go ahead. You do your list.
This goes through the episode, but this is just my list of people doing silly things this episode, and y'all can add, or subtract to this.
Sure.
Okay, Rhaenyra trying to get herself anointed after Aegon comes back. After dude told you already that ain't happening. Even when Aegon was dead, that ain't happening. Now Aegon's back. Let me roll down here with the unit and act like something's changed. Silly.
Here's my problem. I'm going to add to that.
Yeah.
To that specific point. Here's my problem. Okay. This goes back to what I've been saying. A lot of people don't recognize that I've been extremely critical of Rhaenyra this whole season, and I've been very vocal about it. Where is the plan? There is no thought or plan put into the actions. It's always reaction first and then thinking about the poor consequences and choices later. If someone told you Jesus self-resurrected and now has a dragon that also self-resurrected and they got a bone to pick with you specifically, what would make you think now is the time, to your point, Ben, now is the time to now force my way through people who already don't fuck with me and tell them you're going to your point, anoint me? I don't understand the thought process. I don't understand the logic behind that. It doesn't speak to a tactical mind. It speaks to, it's childlike. And we talked about this last episode. It's a very childlike reactive response. Like, oh, I'm not getting the way I want. You saw how the episode opened. She came in screaming, crying, throwing up to fucking Daemon. Oh my God, my queenship is in peril. Oh my God, he's back from the dead. What am I supposed to do? And of course, Damon's like, well, you need to stop bitching up. You got a Draco, let's go, right? Like he's just trying to talk to her logic, but this girl is just illogical and it keeps devolving over and over again. So just to your point, man, I don't understand the thought process that made her do that.
I just think
I feel like
it sounds stupid.
I feel like she was advertised as like the next one of them ones, but it's clearly becoming like she's the Caitlin Clark of Westeros.
John
Like,
Morant.
it's a lot of flopping, a lot of crying to the refs. You know, like just get out there and put up buckets. Nobody can deny buckets. You got 6 dragons, start burning shit down. I'm with her killing the High Septon. I just think it should have happened the first time.
Should have been did that.
Yeah, like when he said no the first time, should have been like, oh, we got to sell for you till you change your mind. I don't know. Well, you thought this was a conversation. That's not what this is at all.
He should not be allowed to continue to talk to people. He should not be over here spreading this gospel that Rhaenyra is in question to other people. Like, so put him. He should have been in his cell. But
now she look weak. Like now she look like she changed her mind, and then now she look desperate, impressed, and she is desperate, impressed. But you don't need to look it. You know what I mean? If you would have, it could have been a power move. Like I know people don't necessarily like think Damon's strategy is the best, but some of the stuff Damon says has always been true. He's just a very pragmatic dude. Like, listen, if you got dragons and you taking the throne, just take it. Like, they not gonna like it. And you just gotta accept that they not gonna like you. You a woman, they not gonna ever fuck with you. So just take the shit and they'll fuck with you because they don't have a choice. You got the dragons and the throne. But she's tried to be like half Viserys, half Daemon, and look where it's got us.
I just feel like this whole storytelling, and it goes back to my like, I'm just gonna be in my crossed arms teenager. Like I don't fuck with it.
Look at she's her arms across. She's so.
I don't agree with the direction that the writers have taken. There's the whole Rhaenyra thing. Like she had a lot of potential. And as a character, like in the books, like there's so many different ways to show why her cause does not work. And I thought they might go into that with like her small council not really being there for her and stuff like that. Like I thought they would really like show how it is that the cards were stacked against her, but how she was like given certain resources to able to like finagle around it. And then we just get this, like we over and over again. And what pisses me off, I think the most, is that we can like in the after show, the different directors or whatever have said stuff of like, she's trying to combat the femininity and this is her taking on like masculinity or whatever. And I'm just like, you don't have, like, that's never gotta be the reason why she like devolves and has all these issues. Like she could have played cards like that. And so the direction, the direction of it all pisses me off. The writing of it all pisses me off because like for me, as Ben was saying, I guess you can say it's entertaining, but I would have felt more and brought into the world if you actually gave me somebody to root for. I don't have anybody that I'm rooting for. I don't. It's like whenever I watch like Real Housewives of Atlanta, I've dropped off of Real Housewives of Atlanta like a couple different times. And so I finally dropped off after like the season where homegirl, who was like the track and field girl, whatever, homegirl.
Okay, yeah, I know you're talking about.
After that season, I was like, I can't come back. Like I'm done. And I feel that I'm not going to be done with Game of Thrones because it's my stuff. But at the same time, it's like nothing that's happening in the storyline is what's drawing me in. It's the idea of like, I want to see the things that I know play out in this world play out. There's nothing else. There's nothing character story. There's no one I actually care for. Like I used to actually care that Rhaenyra's cause had some legs behind it. Now I don't care. Baela might have been interesting to me, or Rhaena might have been interesting to me, but then they look what they did to Rhaena and look at how they're putting
how they doing Baela. They sidelined her.
So I'm like, I just keep having moments where I'm just like, I want to be locked in, but you keep pushing me out. So what do I do?
Yeah. I really need Rhaenyra to sit in her power, and it's too late. Like it's way too late. It's too late to apologize. And it's like everything she does comes off like after the fact, right? It comes off like, well, you should have been did that. And we've been talking about this forever. Ben, this list that you got, I want you to continue down the list.
Oh, it keeps going.
I know there's one that's before it. Actually, the very first misstep was years ago. But the very first misstep this episode was the dismissal of Mysaria.
Oh, I was about to say that, so thank you.
Go ahead.
I guess the coochie failed her. I don't get it. Like, what happened? Yeah, what happened though? Like,
I don't understand the timing.
I don't understand anything of that move at all. Like, You let her coming through. You let her go down on you. You let her, give you the honey pot, give you the honey speech. And then, like I said, I guess it wasn't good enough. I don't get it. Like, what, she goes crying to Damon, so like you got to go.
I think perhaps
help me, someone help me.
We're trying to fill in the gaps, right? And we always know Damon never wanted Mysaria around. Maybe he gave her a comment, in the between time saying, "Hey, by the way, while you're listening to me, get rid of this hoe too." Okay, fine, but
they could have shown that.
They could have shown, right? They could have shown that. And two, it just didn't make sense in the moment. Even if that was what was to be done in Damon's or whoever's head, why then and there? At that moment, while you found out that homeboy is alive, his half-dead dragon's alive, there's so many more things. You want to go kill the set. Okay, whatever. There's so many more things that takes precedence over dismissing Mysaria. At the end of the day, this is what I talk about again, about lack of maybe the frontal cortex is having a problem today.
Available now at ForAllNerds.com. The Gucci Mandalorian, the variants, the Duncan Egg, the Lionel Richie. New designs coming soon.
This is your master whisperers. In a wartime setting, in a battle setting, in any setting, you don't want enemies internally, right? And it doesn't matter what you think she may or may not, like they say, they go send you away. You got enough gold and servants and all that.
What? Yeah. And where'd you get the gold and shit for a man suddenly?
She was just in your bed last night.
You was just broke.
So basically, you treated her like a one-night stand and try to get her out of there, knowing how she feels about you. That's what I'm saying. This shit is not making sense to me.
I felt like
go ahead, Rod.
It felt like one, she was leaning into Damon because she knows it's dragon time.
Yeah,
like the time for this AOC feed the poor shit, it's over. We not doing none of that democratic socialism. That's a wrap. You gotta go. My issue isn't even necessarily getting rid of Mysaria. It's how you do it, and like, because I feel like you throw in a cellar killer. Like, she knows all the secrets. She been smanging you on the side. She know you cheat. Like, she know too much for you to just be like, here's some money and go somewhere in exile. Exactly. And then the timing. I just don't know why today. Like, you got a lot going on today. We can't move this meeting to Friday or whatever. Like, this gotta happen today. She gotta get demoted. It just that felt so sloppy, and it does, and I guess they did paint her as extremely like emotional and volatile and like reactive, and I think they're trying to do what a lot of people rejected from the Khaleesi storyline, which is just like descent into some sort of Targaryen madness, but they're slowing it down so that you don't have the violent snap of like, oh my gosh, she went crazy out of nowhere, but like her being a little crazy every week to me is actually more frustrating than just being on the dragon. Like, you know what? Fuck it, I'm gonna burn them all. I prefer that.
They're spoon feeding this crazy. Is what you're saying.
Spoon feeding her the Targaryen madness. And to Rod's point, let me explain this. When she sat outside the fucking church and told the fucking Conqueror's dream story, one, bitch, why are you telling these niggas your family business? Number one. Number two, half of them was looking at her like, bitch, what the fuck are you talking about?
Where's my bread?
Crazy.
Where's my literal bread?
It's right.
They don't even speak Valerian. They don't speak high Valerian. He just sounded crazy.
He just started speaking in gibberish.
You're speaking Portuguese, and they looking at you like, bitch.
Dog, when Lord DEI looked over and made eye contact with the other like helpers, like, hey, y'all see this shit? And they was looking like, bro, what's she talking about?
Even the son was looking at her like, Ma, not today. Why you gotta talk about this? Like, Rod, you're absolutely right. They're kind of spoon feeding the madness, and even her with her goth makeup and everything that she was doing, like she looked like she was losing it in that moment. I am the one who prophesied after you fucking shish kebabbed the fucking high sept. So my thing is, and everyone knows what's going on. And again, and this comes down to the common folk getting the brunt of it, right? No one wins with the family feuds, especially the fucking common folk. Do you see them all standing there like, which way are we going to die today? I just feel like every time every episode is just like, which way are we going to get fucked today? Every time.
I feel like the thing going on with Mysaria, is that one, I want to say that the makeup direction with Rhaenyra was very spot on. I enjoyed the fact that they made her like have dragon slit eyes with the makeup. I was like, okay, that was a good pull. That was smart. Might have been the smartest thing they did with Rhaenyra's arc this episode.
She was just like Joan of Arc too.
And
like her costuming and makeup,
that was on purpose.
That was possibly because she fit the role that she's supposed to look like. Cool. I think with the Mysaria going out, I feel like that might have been, again, not because I believe this, because this is the direction that I think the writers are trying to go in, especially because this is what they mentioned in the after show, is that they're trying to say that Mysaria is Rhaenyra's moral compass. And because Mysaria kept pushing her to be more like Viserys, what Rhaenyra possibly could have been doing by getting rid of Mysaria, specifically in this episode, was she knew she was going to go to that sept and kill somebody. She might have had to kill multiple people. So she did not want to come back home to Mysaria shaking her head at her like, girl, why did you do that? Oh my God, your father would be so disappointed in you. She didn't want that. So instead of actually facing herself and a decision making that she's doing morally and like doing that, she would rather put her off, send her out, and get rid of good coin that the crown needs in this moment than to actually face in her own reflection.
Because I was thinking, y'all don't even have the money to be loaning out like that. Okay, I understand wanting to stop the emotions. That's essentially what you're doing. You don't want to deal with the emotions. You want to deal with that. But from a combat perspective, from a strategy perspective, what sense does any of that make? You are the queen. Who gives a fuck what Mysaria thinks, and who gives a fuck how she's judging you? Because she fucking judges you no matter what. Have you thought about that? She judged you when you first showed up, and you was trying to figure out, should I help the common folk or go to Daemon's side? She was judgy the entire time. You are the queen. This was once again what I had said last week. She is not doing what what Aegon fucking does. I'm the fucking king. I have no power. I have nothing, but I am convicted in my stance that I'm the king. You need to have that same conviction. She has no conviction and allows the most common thing to stop her because this girl got a judgment on you. Who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck? I don't understand it. It wasn't necessary.
I also want to note that Mysaria's not even a really great master of whispers. So even like, I don't even get the argument. I don't really get the argument to keep her around generally because she's not really good at her job. So she should have been gone, but because she can't do her job well, not because she has feelings about it. Like, it is what it is.
Yeah, I think her advocating for the people it has clearly backfired. like giving the food to the people rather than the money to the gold cloaks to defend the city and stuff. Like, it just, like, every time Mysaria gets her way and it comes back to haunt them, I feel like Ray's just been notching it. It's like how you get fired, but you know it's not because of what happened today, it's because of what you've been doing. Yeah. I felt like that's what happened. It's like, yeah, it seemed abrupt unless you go back through the season and realize every time she listened to you, she's regretted it.
I got two things to say. Rod said that they were spoon feeding us her crazy. I feel more like they're spoon feeding us her stupid because it's not as much crazy to me as just stupidity. Because again, her going back to the sept isn't crazy. That's just stupidity. Her killing dude instead of having her whisperer, an assassin, someone kill dude is also stupid. And the last thing I'll say that's not on stupid is that for, the top hoe in the kingdom, I'm sorry, it just wasn't that good, obviously, because ain't nobody turning down good punani, you know what I mean? Good D, whatever. Like, fam, you are going to deal with emotion. You're going to deal with crazy if it's that good. You know what I mean? Jeez. And you got good and your assassin. Queen,
if you're the queen, why are you going to hold on to something when it's abundant? You can just get more. Yeah. Like, why would you hold on to something?
Good is not abundant. Great.
She could have got Sylvie up in there. Sylvie know how to work it.
You know what I mean? Like that's hard to find. That's true.
Sylvie would have still had a job today. She would have still woke up.
There we go. That's what I'm saying. It just obviously wasn't that good.
Maybe Mysaria is mid. It explains like why Damon had her locked up. Yep. Like maybe that's what we've been missing. She's mid. I will say this though. When I say spoon feeding the crazy, I don't mean she's actually going crazy.
Yeah.
I just mean the way the realm would perceive it is like, oh, she went crazy.
No,
yes, absolutely.
Like once you start talking about the song of Ice and Fire and literally 0 people have heard it outside your family. Yeah, like once you say that out loud, you sound crazy.
It's not even supposed to be known by the world.
It's not supposed to be known, and I was falling down floor laughing when she was just like Aegon the Conqueror, like she had to put extra mustard to say that's not the Aegon we was talking about. We was talking about this other Aegon,
the real Aegon.
Like, so imagine I'm in the fucking corner of Times Square just yelling about. You know, Aegon the Conqueror, and I'm the one who's promised, and I'm going nuts, and you're just looking at me like, yo, what happened to Tatiana? And that's what I'm saying, that like the way it's written, the way it's to make you, and these people are going to be like, she's a little off. I mean, she was already off, and now you see you have all of these rumors on the walls, and this is happening, that's happening, and all I see is death around me, and I got no food, and now she's telling me about the winter coming from the north.
Fresh off of killing the High Septon.
Yeah, and everybody out there know you killed him because you went inside and did not come back out with him.
That's what I'm saying.
They know you killed that man.
Like if you killed a mega church pastor and then gave a speech, the president gave a speech on the fucking steps of the church, like I'm the only one that could save you. Yeah, you look fucking crazy to me.
Well, I mean, if you killed Joel Osteen and then gave that speech, I might be.
That's what I'm saying.
I
might agree. I might be like, word.
No. But depends on how the common folk are feeling about that church.
To the common folk affiliates, who his millions of followers, just like,
she was talking to She was talking to the people that go to the church.
That may or may not have been his crowd because they followed her host into the thing. So there might have been a mix.
Well, they said they had been waiting outside because of Aegon's resurrection. It was like the people been sitting outside waiting all day. Yeah. So I'm like, them was the people that tied. Yeah. You can't say that shit. I killed Creflo Dollar, but listen. This is I got a plan. Like, nah, dog, you just sound crazy.
Yeah. And worse off, she had Alan kill him. Because it's not like she did it herself. She did, and this has been the big controversy this whole season about the sea snakes, progeny and how we treat Corlys and how we talk about the Alan and Adam and deal with them. How did y'all make of that? Just the fact that they had Alan do it, and the whole thing about with Baela coming in saying,
it's what Baela said,
like you just use people when you can use them and then you toss them aside, you abandon them.
I think it's very telling that the thing that she says to Alan to justify this killing is basically her giving him his actual heritage, like she's confirming it that he is from the House of Dragons, because Valerians are like Valerians, because there's Valerians,
the House of Valerians, yes,
but Valerians, the actual house that Corlys that is the house that also comes from Old Valyria, where the Targaryens come from. So she's saying, because he's not a Targaryen, he's not Rhaenys's kid.
Right.
He is legit Corlys's kid. So she's confirming this is when she's ready to say you are the son of this house.
Because she wants to use him.
Because she wants to use him.
Right.
And the fact that Alan, because before Alan even went, his brother confronted him on why are you going with her? She shouldn't even, where is she even going? And Alan is ready to kind of keep her word than he is to share with his brother what's going on.
Right.
And I feel like Alan's doing exactly what he needs to be doing at this point. I'm not even questioning Alan's choices. I think it's interesting because what else is he going to do? He's going to he's like, oh, Baela's locked up. He's going to go run up to Baela's room and open up her door. What is he going to do? He can't do anything in this situation that whatever Adam's asking him to do. So I think, yeah, it's very much like Ben was saying, it's exactly what Baela said. She uses people like tools, and it's very interesting that she's ready to say this to him in confidence of this private conversation between the two of them, not with Corlys there too, not with Adam there too, not with the crowd of folks around them. And I think it also makes the point that I was saying previous episodes that she's not saying no. She's never saying no to acknowledging who they're from. It was just that she needed her to have some kind of relationship with them to feel like she was going to do something about it. So she might do something about it now. She might proclaim it. We'll see.
Rhaenyra is a hypocrite and it's fucked up. Rhaenyra is a hypocrite and it's fucked up. And like I said, I can see both sides of the situation. Like at the end of the day, she just fucking dangled his heritage and his birthright because she wanted to use him in the moment. There was nobody else to use besides him. And he is, you know, that's the number one thing on the front burner in his head. Front burner, back burner, side burner. I am this is my heritage. I'm supposed to be a Valarian, all this other stuff. And you see that he's wearing the fucking sea snakes, you know, decal and all that stuff. Like that's all he cares about in the moment. And that's what she latches onto. And in that sense, yes, Rhaenyra is a user. Like, and she shows that over and over again.
Every monarch is a user.
Every monarch is, absolutely. It just pains me particularly because on the one side, she does this, but it's like she goes after people weaker than her in the moment because she's shown herself to be weak for over and over and over again.
Every monarch uses people who are weaker than them.
Yeah, they're all weaker than them.
Howard does that.
And and to that point, that's fucked up.
She was like she was using Massaria, you know, like she uses Damon at times. Like they all use each other. All these are bad people. But thing that made me laugh in this scene though was how he hesitated. That was funny as shit. Like she was like, kill him. He was like, you sure?
Only because but it was only after the subject said something to him because he was ready to go. And then the subject said, you're gonna burn in hell for this. And he was like, well, see, I don't want to burn in hell.
Right. he like, nah, I believe it. I feel like Alan and Adam are essentially just niggas at work, man. Like I don't think they believe in any of this shit to that extent. Especially considering like their relationship to their father not that tight. So like even like it made sense to me that Baylor would have came to Ray and been like, what's up with my dad? But like them two, I feel like both of them was kind of like, tough scene, you know what I mean?
Like, it is. I mean, even when the folks came over from High Tide to help, and they was just like, well, what about Corliss? And he said, what about the nigga? Like, you need your help over in this office. Like, literally.
You want to help Corliss? Help me. I'm his son.
Yeah, right. And he told me to come get you.
He said the nigga got himself into that shit. Like, what are we supposed to do about it?
His adventures. He said, well, he knew what he was off to when he decided to do that bullshit.
Yeah.
Come on down and help me over here.
I kind of highly relate to them people as people that's had jobs working for white folks, man. It's just not my business at that level. I don't like, it's like escort Masari out. Okay, I guess they not fucking no more, man. Come on. Come get in the cart, man. Like, why are you like appealing to my moral clarity and shit, man? I'm not in the moral clarity position at this job, man. You're supposed to take that up higher than me, man.
But I don't want to burn in hell, straight up. You know what I mean? That is the one.
That's why he hesitated, because black people believe in that. That was the one thing he could have said that make a brother pause. Because I don't even go to church, but if you was like, you know, you do this, you're going to hell. I'm like, damn, hell is strong. That's so strong. There's nothing. Can we put him in a cell?
But the dragons won over hell, apparently. So
yeah, I guess so. I mean, listen, you gotta do it. He's still at work. He like want to get paid on the 15th.
The thing I was gonna thought you might mention, Tatiana, when you said that she's a hypocrite, is because like for me, the biggest hypocritical point for me is that you've been looking for the Sept to give you their buy-in this whole time, and it's only when you're ready to be like, oh, we're blood at the dragon, don't even worry about it, take them out. That's when you're ready to be like, oh, we don't care about the faith, we don't believe in the faith, it doesn't mean anything for us. Like that was the greatest hypocritical point to me. Like if it never mattered to you, then you would have been did whatever you wanted to do. You would have dragon conquered everything. It would not have been a big thing to you. But you've been sitting over here trying to get them to say petition you to be the queen this whole time. So like, what's really true? What's really
she lucky Damon not a real I told you so dude, because he owed her a lot of I told you so's, because he told her all this shit to start, and she was like, "You not too much. You really tripping right now." And then she's just doing everything he said to do while he's away. Like
everything. And it showed that in the scene where after she was done, snot nose crying, and then she said, "This is what we're gonna do." And you saw his face. He did say, "I told you so," right in his face. He was just looking at the side like, tell me some more, nigga. And she was like, "You're gonna go fly there. You're gonna do this and you're gonna do that." Literally bar for bar what he been told her 3 weeks ago, right?
Mhm.
Shit could have been an email. And he's like, yes, bitch, I know. Finally.
right. If anything, he's like, so you still want me to go door to door in Tommen?
Right.
Or can
You
we
still
just
want me to get the watchtowers or what?
Right. Remember when I said we should burn it down? Okay, no, not too much. I'm leaving.
I feel like he was like, this makes her feel better. This she just needs to say the words herself instead of me being the words saying them to it. Okay. I will entertain you saying the words out loud for yourself. Cool.
You know what? That's part of a relationship. That's part of a marriage. There are certain things they got to come to it on their own. You can't just be like, you want pizza.
Oh my God.
You always want pizza. You say that now, you're not getting pizza. No one's eating anything tonight.
Exactly.
I will say the Alan killing the Sept is like, again, like
the imagery was wild.
We know that they're not supposed to be black people, but having this one black man walk into a room full of white men and then murder one of them at the behest of the white woman.
One of them.
Respect.
Yeah,
I appreciate the visuals.
I personally feel like they should have taken out more of them, but that's just me, I guess.
That's the only thing.
I feel like you're going to go in there to slice them all down, like take them all out. I don't understand.
It was hilarious that he hesitated, but like it would have been more gangster if he didn't. If he just like if she wouldn't even have been able to finish her sentence, he was like, "Snap! This nigga ain't gonna come around, Ray. What are we doing?"
And listen, guys, for the people listening, I gotta always do this disclaimer. We know that there's no races here in Game of Thrones. Everyone's just there's races, just not black and white. But guess what? This is Castle Black, and we're gonna get these jokes off. Okay, deal with it.
Yeah. And it's also like I say, even though there are no races, it's still a wild visual for people watching. Like But like Rod say, if he'd done off a few more of them, it would have been a better visual. You're right. Like,
Portia said that, and I agree. Yeah. Killed him. Like if he would have he would have ran off like 6-7 in a row, dog. Yeah. I'm like, he really want to be the sea snake.
And I would have fucked with that.
But sea snake who? I'm him.
I'm him. And I would have fucked with that just because, off of just the wildness of it. Yes. And the fact that I don't fuck with the Sept because I think they smug motherfuckers and I want them gone. So
exactly.
I wanted them gone from jump. So I would have been like, oh, good. Finally, someone did something useful.
Also, I will say the threat of hell in Westeros actually does hit harder because like they got supernatural shit happening all the time. Like that might be real. You know what I mean? Like they're like, you gonna go to hell? You're like, oh, what? That might be a real location in Westeros.
People might have come back from it at some point.
Right.
Ben, I don't know. We want to go back to your list of stupid things that have happened.
Can we say before we move on from this?
I have funny things that happened.
Okay.
Just before we move on from this, I want to say that there's a reason why Rhaenyra chose to get someone else to kill the High Septon, and she didn't visually do it herself. And to not come outside with blood on her, to not be in front of the people with like her literally having the blood of who they worship or who they type to or whatever. And I think for me, what stuck out for me the most about that was that she has had a couple different times where she should have been that one on the front end taking on like the fight. And I think the Battle of the Gullet was her opportunity where she was like real willing to do it. She was like, I'm gonna go out there on my dragon. I'm willing to take these people out. I feel like it would have been tougher if she would have just been the one to go on and to snap all the necks in the Septon. Like if you're gonna live where dragons, we don't give a shit about the faith, then do it yourself. Like get your own hands bloody 100%. And do that shit. So I think that's what bothers me the most about it. Like was Alan doing it real cool? But like it would have been tougher if Rhaenyra had done it.
Absolutely. And the Gullet, she got locked up and couldn't go out there, right?
But she has had every decision to make.
And besides that, absolutely. Even when she first pulled up to King's Landing and Daemon told her take his head, and she fucking crying, throwing up, screaming, right? Couldn't do it. She's shown over and over again that in certain contexts she's bitch made.
Well, she did struggle
to do it on her dragon and not with her own hands.
She did struggle through that beheading, though.
She struggled.
Yeah. So I wonder if that was in the back of her head. Like I got this guy got to get killed real good looking. Like I can't be out here struggle chopping at this man because I haven't really practiced with my sword. I've been too busy.
But don't chop the slice.
She been too busy. Like she should be sparring. She should be getting some sword lessons like Arya used to get. Like she's been too busy like scissoring and delegating shit to like be working on what she need to when it comes to killing people. So I kind of understand she might not have had the sword confidence to take that man out.
That sounds very Aegon confidence.
One last thing on this scene, because before, and I think that was Massaria who had advised her not to come out wearing the crown, not to come out wearing your sword. She comes out in her full dragon
Full
armor,
regalia.
her dragon eyes, sword, crown, everything, and then starts talking crazy to these people. So it is like she is full far gone. This is not even spoon feeding. Like the crazy is on full display.
If you're gonna go full crazy, then take out everybody.
You're right. It would have been. It would have been iller if she stepped out fully bloodied up, because she's already got the armor and stuff. So it looks like she can go in there to put in work. So show you ready to put in work. You know, and yeah, now it looks like you let other people do your work.
Yes, I argue she should have pulled up like this from Jump Street. What did Damon say? They only understand power.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and once again, Lil Joffrey, that boy has not a word. 4 episodes now. 3 of them sleep. This one, he just sits there watching you. You know, he can't even be like, "Yes, mommy," nothing.
Right.
And then I will give the actor a lot of credit though, because he does give mom a look of, "Oh my God, this woman crazy," when she giving that speech. Like my man looks up at her, hears her, and he just slumps in like.
I mean, how much time has he actually spent with that woman?
Not much.
Does he know her?
No,
you know what I mean?
5
like
minutes.
she's like you said, when she has a use for you, she pull you out, and so that's what she's doing to her own son there. His son probably been raised by the nanny the whole time, and now for our first trip out is gonna be to the Sept, so you can kill somebody and tell me I'm the king. Like, man, this is a lot.
I just know.
Can we do some ABCs? Can we watch Blue Clues or some shit? Like, can we start?
Where's Rachel?
Right. Can we start small? We gotta start at fucking overthrowing the kingdom.
I just recognize that, like, what we're basically saying is that she's playing Pokemon. She's a Pokemon trainer. She's pulling out her different Pokemon when she's really ready to have them go in.
She's a terrible trainer.
She's terrible.
Yeah.
She's not gonna get that gym badge at all.
Almost like basically, Damon is Ash's Charizard and she's Ash. Like this is just that's the whole thing.
That's funny.
And Joffrey, also the other thing too is like Joffrey's getting this education of like, you know, how to be royalty and stuff and what this world is like. It's gonna fuck him up too. Like there's no way he's gonna come out normal unless he just want to go live at the wall or some shit. Cause this, like, all this stuff is so crazy. If he follows in her footsteps like an acolyte, he'll be a crazy person. The only way I can see it, like, if anything, it was gonna make me not want to rule. Like, how can I go be somewhere not here?
Look at Portia. Portia knows things, man. I hate that she'd be knowing. So.
I just try to say this about Joffrey. One of my favorite battle rap moments of this year is this woman, Jazz, the rapper, an incredible rapper, is battling a dude, T-Top, and she says, most parents, she talked about how he raised his kids. She says, most parents teach their kids K is for kangaroo. Mm-hmm. You teach your kid K is for kilo. And that feels like this moment. Most parents teach K is for kangaroo. You teach K is for killing. Because he really saw, you know, Alan put that work in, right? Like, I mean, Adam, I keep getting these Negroes.
It's
Alan. You had it right.
Okay, yeah. Well, he saw him put that work in. Like, it is,
and from a production standpoint, the show gets to pay that actor scale, I believe, because he have no lines.
That's what that was my theory, is that they are trying to keep the budget down by not having this boy speak, because he slept through 3 episodes and now he's waltzed through this one.
Well, first of all, last time I remember seeing him, he was an infant, and now he's walking and talking. So,
well, you know, time passes when you killing people.
I just think the other thing, but production side of it, is that when we see them, like the one thing we see a note of him and her, the first shot we get of them together is when they're going through King's Landing, and the shot of like Queen of Bastards. That's her last bastard. The rest of her kids are legitimate through Damon. What the 2 kids that are surviving, because like the ones Rhaena was supposed to be with, those are legitimate Targaryens born full blood. That's her last bastard. So the production making sure that was the one shot we got was Queen of Bastards, and she has her last bastard child. That was a choice.
Like, she looked at the graffiti, then looked at him like, damn.
Just typed it. You got multiple bastards. Like that's the last of them.
There's still a lot of episodes we have to talk about.
I got one more thing on my list of dumb things, and this will take us into the next part.
Okay.
Ray never looking at the goddamn quilt that Helaena is.
That's perfect because I wanted to talk about
That's
Helaena.
It was right there. Like she looks down at it on the ground,
perfect.
and then goes
So,
back to terror.
I have to take my glasses off for that. I only take my glasses off a couple of times this season.
Like, oh, what are you doing?
Every other so let me get this straight. You had a full-blown long conversation with Allison and found out that Helaena was a dreamer.
Mm-hmm.
You believe in that, you know what that means, you know the girl can see the future, can see the present, the past, all that other stuff, or whatever dreamers see, and that she's accurately predicted several things that have already come to pass. You've seen her quilt before with her brother in Harrenhal and all this other stuff, and then found out like 5 seconds later, oh, Aemon's in Harrenhal. Okay, cool. What made you not look at the quilt this time? You picked it up and then put it like you just didn't even try. Like I saw the deliberate, like you. What was going through your head? And I saw Rod put his head down as soon as you said the quilt because it's just like, my nigga, you have the SAT questions and answers right in front of you. The whole thing.
She been questioning Helaena like her gift is like having the DVD box set of the seasons.
Director's cut.
You know what I mean? And I'm like, clearly it don't work that way. Like, it's not a matter of like, if I ask her this way, then I'll get the right. You're never going to understand.
Right.
But she has been working on this quilt, which you have taken out of her hands several times at this point without looking at. It just is crazy what had to happen for her to be like, oh shit. Hey, did y'all know the answers is on the quilt? That's crazy. She didn't even need to die. She could have been in here eating everything.
I ain't never seen this quilt before. I didn't see it last week when she prophesied where my, enemy was at the whole time.
Damn it, Ray.
It took, and I listen, and Helena's a fan favorite, and Rod, you always say, just listen to Helaena. Right? The fact that she had to pull a Tommen.
Dog.
But
I don't even know that's the same window.
Helena.
But Tommen pulled Helaena because this is
that's
first.
True.
You're right.
Right.
You're right.
She did it first.
And it was a point that pissed me off when it happened. I want to note that because
was it the same window? Because I was like, damn.
Premiere.
Yes, because
women
Helena's
don't never get credit.
first.
She was groundbreaking, literally.
A pioneer.
Literally. She went where no man had gone before.
Come on. She invented the fall off.
Not the fall off. Yo. Oh, God. Okay. I feel
J.
bad.
Cole always has been on fire.
J. Cole's always right. I feel bad. I do feel bad. Helaena, they say she's the one innocent in all this, even though no one's innocent, but she's the one innocent in all of this. The force feeding was the last straw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what I wanted to say was another stupid move.
Yeah.
This girl is on edge. People been telling you, Allison been telling you she's not all the way there. You got to be, at least let her go to the fucking woods and play with the fish in the water, once an hour a day. She can just hold on. The fact that you did that, like she already shown you, because it's not the first time Rhaenyra went into the room was like, you got to get your shit together. Like, you got to go eat, you got to go this. And Helaena defied her to her face and said, don't make me do this. This is not the first time. And it's not the first time Rhaenyra was warned. So for her to just do it anyway, I'm like, what made you do it now? Is again, the timing. Why now? Why today? Out of all things that have happened today, why? I don't get it.
I think it's because Aegon popped back up, man. She flipped
out?
Everything. It triggered everything.
But that again is like where I keep saying, I've said
but I thought she's smarter than that.
In 3 seasons,
could be, but that shit, she was shook when she came in there crying. That was her mental state for the rest of the episode. Even though her face had got together on the outside, inside, she was still oh my god, they're coming to take my crown. Like, and that's every move she made was just a desperate move that made things worse. Like, you didn't need to put that full court press on Helaena. What was she even gonna fucking tell you today? Like, what could she have possibly told you that would have made today go better? If you are going to be on the throne. Oh, okay. Well, shit, let me chill out. I'm going to call Damon back and say, don't go out there. It was just such a rash move.
It was raggedy. And Helaena called you ugly. Okay, let's move on.
That was good.
That was one of the biggest sibling things I've ever seen the Targaryens do. I've never seen the Targaryens act more like siblings than when Helaena was like, well, I think you're ugly. I think everything you do is ugly. Everything you say, ugly. That's why Daddy Daddy would have never did this. Boo.
She said you and your mama, you're a daddy's son, right?
This castle ugly. Yeah,
Everything
she
ugly.
was in
Everything
her
you ever
bag.
wanted in your life, ugly.
That's the worst kind of insult where it's like true. So you know, it's no comeback to you. Like shit. I have done some ugly shit to be. This is ugly. You right.
And she knows how Helaena is too. So for Helaena to say that to her, she's like, dang, not Helaena telling me I'm ugly.
All right. Well, you gonna get this soup. You gonna waterboard this soup. I know that much.
You know what else is ugly? Me making you eat this soup. That's exactly what she did. Yeah.
I think the point is like, what did you expect Helaena to tell you?
Right.
She's gonna tell you some wild shit that don't make sense to you in the moment. Look at the fucking scroll and move on.
And this is what I keep talking about. And I've been saying this for 3 seasons now, is that as much as Viserys did not prepare her, I guess, for this, crown, whatever, it's also just like she just comes off as stupid. I'm sorry. Like Aegon coming back should not be that big a deal to you. I get it. Oh, he's, the king and everything. And a lot of people believe in him. But this isn't going to be an everyday thing for you as long as you are queen. Someone is always going to fucking test your shit.
Yeah.
And you can't be bugging out every time someone tests your shit.
Yeah.
You're a woman on the throne. It's never going to be easy. And she just acts like it's going to be easy.
That's why.
And you're a woman on the throne with dragons, like Damon tells you. Most of these people hate you off GP just because you got dragons. They can't fucking stand your ass.
I just feel like that's my main thing. Like her intuition told her to not get on that throne until she got figured out where in the world Aegon was. And she should have led with that. She should have not ever sat the throne, just did her counsel, got that stuff together, and had in the meantime had people on the case of figuring out where Aegon was to take him out. For her to declare, oh, we're not going to worry about it, we're just going to do it. Then again, if you say something, then stand on that shit. That's been my primary issue with her characterization over time, because we spent the whole first season on her getting her daddy up out of his deathbed to name her his successor. If your daddy's word is the thing that matters the most in the whole world for you to be his successor, why does it matter?
Yeah.
Should never.
If the High Septon says something else, why does it matter? If the High Houses say something else, why does it matter? Like, if you are about that life, then take the action you need to take to ensure you have the steps. It doesn't matter what anyone else does. It's all on you. If that's who you are, if you're the head, if you're the monarch, then it's all on you regardless. So go do it. Like, that's what that it feels like she's not convicted enough to actually be the role that she says she wants to do. And that's what pisses me off the most, because I'm like, I don't get them making her characterization this, because in the books she's moving in a way that she wants that seat, and I don't feel like she really wants the seat in this story. It just feels like she's just kind of like falling into it in some kind of way, and it doesn't make any kind of sense to me.
She wants the title, not the seat, and I think there's a different, or she wants the title, not the responsibilities behind it. I mean, and doesn't understand the true responsibilities behind it. And what you've repeated what I've been saying about lack of conviction, Maester P. You just told everybody Aegon the Conqueror's dream. This is the thing that is writing. This is the thing, your lifeblood of why you keep pushing to do what you do and who you say what you are, but then you don't follow through. And to your point, when it comes to characterizations, I don't understand how can you be so strong-willed in one way, but then when it comes to the action, you're not following with it. I don't get it. It doesn't make sense for the story of this character.
I think 2 things are killing her. The first is she'll never get out of her head that if I was a man, this would have been easier. Like she's gonna always fuck with her.
No.
Yeah, because it being true doesn't like matter one way or the other. Like it is a fact, and but it's a fact, meaning that she can't change anything about it, but she's obsessed with this idea of like, my dad was soft and they was just letting him he was the king and they let him be the king. I am strong and they not letting me do it. So that's in her mind. And then the second thing, I think it is like a therapy thing. When you are afraid of something being true about yourself, it is more powerful. It becomes more powerful. And I think she is afraid that everyone's right. She doesn't belong on the throne. She is like, her dad was wrong to put her there, and Aegon is the real king and shit. And I think she moves in a way where her insecurities be right on her sleeve. We can all see it. The crown can see it. The kingdom can see it. The small folk can see it. It's like, you move like you really don't think you're supposed to be here. Like, these are desperate moves of a person that doesn't really think they should be here. You took the throne because you were scared of not taking the throne. And what does it say about you? Oh, so you really think you're not the queen? That's why you waited to get on the throne. She just moves in a way that's very insecure, and I think it comes across.
I mean, I think that's the end of my list of dumb things that she did. Right. Yeah, silly things that she did this episode, as far as I can remember. Yeah.
There, listen, the treasons, right? The treasons at Tumbleton. Tumbleton was one of the biggest fuck ups I've ever seen in the history of battles in shows, on both sides, but one of the biggest fuck ups I've ever seen. And again, who suffers at the end? And thank you for saying the right term for them, the small folk.
Yes.
Yeah, the merchants of Tumbleton who just pay taxes, they didn't even want the smoke. You know what I mean? Like, that town don't have an army. They just merchants. They like, we make money, we pay taxes. Whoever got the crown, cool, come get the taxes. Leave us alone. Let us know y'all need some goods and services. And they whole town is fucking.
Have we seen the Lord and Lady since that episode where Ormond came through and took him out? Like, I've not. I hope they're in a cell somewhere. I don't know, because they
burn if they in the cell. Shit.
Yeah. They
not in their house no more. I know that. He took that shit over. He's taking baths in their living room. That was crazy.
We knew this was happening about Ulf turning, and Ulf ended up turning on everybody. But what was worse, that or putting the children up in front of the
Hey man, that's why I can never not love this show though. Yes. Like, I know people be trying to like act like, oh, it's just not good. I didn't read the books. I don't know how good it could have been, so I'm not hampered by that part. But just on a what be on TV level, they don't put shit like this on TV.
No,
that was amazing.
This is Power. That's what I mean. Like, it's the same thing that I get from watching Power. It's like, they don't put shit like that on TV.
The kids was peeing on themselves and throwing up. And they to
the Starks, because like the Starks are doing that like purposefully trying to make them feel quake in their boots, and they didn't know they were making kids quake in their boots. Like, that's
the Starks, crazy. I mean, we got everything about the scene. The Starks crumping out there.
They did the haka and shit. They was getting crunk, boy.
Hi, as a motherfucker. And these poor kids.
Oh my god!
I get it. I would never do it. I get why Ormond did it.
Oh, we knucking and we bucking and we ready to. I was like, oh, these kids don't know.
They had never scared. The comic era was playing on the
outside of the club. And you think I'm a punk?
Niggas said, jump up in the club. Fuck everybody. Everybody.
Okay, so what was worse? The kids being put out front line, or the fact that the graybeards and everybody, once they saw that the kids was there, they was like, fuck it, smash into them. No, what was worse? The kids just being out or the graybeard saying, the main graybeard just saying, fuck it. When that little kid poked him with his little bat, he said,
how did you feel about his name?
You ever played basketball with some grown men?
Oh, they don't give a fuck.
If you on the court, like you on the court,
you're on the court. Yeah,
go get on the sideline if you don't want none of this.
There will be no graybeard slander here. Like, they are the greatest thing on this show. My man said the gates is open and we're not dead yet, and they were all disgusted, highly disgusted.
You know who wasn't worried about going to hell? Them. They wouldn't have hesitated in the cell.
Yeah, they're like, oh, if I go to hell, I just fight my whole rest of eternity. That's
so you mean I'll be dead finally? I'll finally be dead? Cool. That's what I'm on.
Maybe I'm naive, but I did not think he was gonna clap the kid like that. Like,
but yes,
I didn't think that was gonna
happen. I had a half sec. No, you're not naive. I think every single human being thought the same thing when they saw that. For 0.3 seconds, we all thought
point was
For 0.3 seconds, we say you ain't gonna kill a kid. No one kills a kid with a fucking axe. And then he did, and we went, "Oh yeah, that's right. I'm watching House of the Dragon, of course."
But it's only because the kid poked him in the leg.
Yes.
Like it was like he just, it's like he was just going
but there was no reason.
Okay. Like
there is. Nah, fam. No.
Am
You
I
on the
advocating
court.
for children to be taken out? No.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is you have a child combatant that the other army put on the table. Is he gonna let the person who's gonna keep sniping at him while he's trying to take out bigger people? He's not strategically gonna do that.
They killed them kids.
That kid might trip you the next time. Like
he's gonna keep sniping.
He might stab me with a knife.
Yeah,
you killed them kids when you put them kids in my face, dog.
Straight
that was fucked up.
That's the
you knew this was a war.
So the morality aspect was on Ormond. It was.
You know
on
how many
Ormond
times I've been to Park Road Park and my dad wouldn't let me play because he was like, "No, these dudes just got out of prison. Go shoot baskets with the kids." Because I've seen a grown man beat a kid down in front of his daddy before, and I went, "Thank you, Father, for not sending me out there." Because apparently, once you enter that zone, everyone's an adult. So that was really on Ormond that he got them kids killed, man.
And the morality is on no one. There is no morality. There's no morality
in war.
I'm sitting there hoping for him to chop that kid. I was the one like for those 0.3 seconds. I was like, "Oh, come on, don't let me down, show. Like, don't let me down." Whap, thank you. That's what I'm here for. Like, this kid stepped up and he got served. And sorry, kid. Like, don't step up if you aren't ready to get served.
And then remember when Damon came front street with Caraxes and he told the kids to get out the way. Most of them moved except for like two.
Yeah.
Did them two get barbecued?
Yes, they tried to show them run off, but that little man got cooked.
They ran off, but they ran off at the
flames on their ass. They are
no way.
Moment.
No way they made it.
There's no way
they made it.
Half Aegon the Crispy. Like they at least a little bit like
they
done.
are dead.
They are dead. Talk about what I feel like was the weirdest misuse of Caraxes, like for Daemon especially to do this was like really weird to me. Why would you burn down the gate? Caraxes' head is already through there and leave them unburnt. Like those are the main soldiers.
It didn't make sense.
Just double Dracarys. Why wasn't that double homicide? Is my question.
Is there like a cooldown on Dracarys? Like I don't understand why they don't just overwhelmed with flames.
But
I don't know that they thought about it, but I would fill in the fan fiction of saying maybe he didn't want to start a fire that would start burning everything because he was still on. We got to make this a respectable thing we can't have Rhaenyra's name in the streets as she burned Templeton down. So maybe he was like Dragon Flame, which they did, Manderly and Lady Frey did like roast the dragons with the like, oh, you mean that specific, very strategic weapon of war, the dragon, which will only burn the good people and the bad people, not the. So maybe that was in his head, but yeah, they definitely didn't explain it, and I definitely thought it in the moment was like, now that the war has started, let's burn it down.
I'm just saying because if he could, that was a controlled burn for the gate. Like it was not. It's not like it was like the goes rampant and whatever. Like just double Dracarys. Like one Dracarys to get you to the gate, second Dracarys to get you.
I'm with you, but I also would have burned the city down. I'm not, so I don't know that I'm the
city down, right?
Yeah, I think I like Damon showed a lot more restraint than I would have shown at that moment.
Which was funny too, because this is Damon we're talking about, and restraint and him don't go in a sentence typically. So
especially not during a battle,
it was a little weird actually too.
Him saying to the kids to move was even like I was like, oh wow,
nice.
you.
Now, if anybody I expected to clap again, it was going to be him. Like I thought that was a done deal, but for him to hesitate, I was just like, what is this new leaf returning over?
It must be because his daughter, right? It's got to be Rhaena. Like even the love he was showing Rhaena was like, I'm like, who is this guy? Where have you been all this time? So maybe he got a new leaf.
A couple things I do want to mention about the battle before we move on from that, though, is I really love the whole start thing, obviously the crump and everything, but that Roderick shot of that's Roderick, right? Of him running up to the wall and the camera following him as he goes up over that was incredible. Like absolutely incredible directing, everything. That whole battle was really well shot, everything. Now, I thought it was extremely silly and just ridiculous. Once again, power level of, insanity when Roderick does catch up with Ormond and gives him a good fucking from the north. Like, while it is what I am here for,
oh my God,
poetic.
It's also like, come on, fam.
I loved it.
Were you squeamish?
No, I loved it.
Was you squeamish?
I loved it.
No,
I'm
no,
almost,
squeamish. No, it was hilarious.
I'm almost ashamed of how much I loved it because I rolled my eyes because it was so over the top, and then immediately started laughing like it was the Def Comedy Jam.
Yeah,
like it was like I was like, "What? Oh my God! Oh my God!"
The fact that he chops his arm off first, and they have the reaction shot of him being like, "Oh fuck."
It was very 80s. It was very 80s seeing the arm. He was like, "Oh, my arm!" Like it was very.
God, it was so good.
It was
so my favorite part was whenever he swung the arm and the blood went on Ormond, and Ormond was like,
and Ormond started throwing,
and that was what killed Ormond because he was about to turn around and throw up. I knew they didn't set that up to not let me like they delivered on that shit because he's a front running Manosphere podcast ass nigga.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I know he don't got hands like that. I knew he didn't have hands.
Yeah.
And they delivered on that. He didn't just not have hands. He died possibly the worst death I've seen in all of Westeros. Because my God, he got it from every direction.
Pretty much. And the foreshadowing about him having an aversion to smells and all the gross things. And this is the third time he almost or led to his death. This time it actually happened, but it happened before when the assassins came.
Yeah,
I just want to note from a book standpoint that the way he's supposed to go out was that, and I'm like, I don't think they're going to use it now, but if they do, surprise to me. There's how he's supposed to go out was that they learn that he has this aversion to smells. They have some of the army go through the sewers of Tumbleton and then pop up on his ass, and they got that sewer smell, and he can't deal.
Well, they did
so that's how they take him out.
They did that with the assassins already, so that was already used.
But that was like with
that one didn't work.
No. That was not sewer. That was just them marching.
Yeah, but it was already the funk. They worked. That showed that
they definitely tried the funk attack.
It was like during Tumbleton, like coming down though. That's what I'm saying. There was supposed to be like a siege on Tumbleton, and then they were gonna have some sneak people come up through the sewers, take them out while Tumbleton.
Yeah, I think that's what Ben said. Like maybe that was a nod to it in the book. Was like, they tried to attack him with stank mercenaries, but not. It didn't work, so now we're gonna have him stabbed through the butt and then burn with a dragon.
Very unnecessary. Why is everybody got to get raped?
Like Tatiana and Rod. It's like it is 80s. What's Under Siege? What's the one with Steven Seagal and Tommy Lee Jones on the boat? Like, if y'all ever watch that, Tommy Lee Jones takes like the worst death. It is like he gets poked through the eyes, stabbed with a knife in the head, and then shoved into an electrical thing. It is like. Over the top.
It's just over the top.
The other part that makes the death so epic is that Roddy wants to die and sees the dragon coming and is like,
with his one hand, he throws up both arms.
Couldn't have dreamed of a better fucking death than this. I stabbed you through the butt, and now I get burned by a dragon. They gonna talk about me forever.
And I delivered an 80s catchphrase.
Like they are literally the Winterfell cat daddies is just out there for clout, dog. That's it.
Was it
aura farming?
Aura farming. I mean, what bigger aura farm was that? Like that was one arm cheering for your demise after you just told a nigga I gave you a good fucking. So that's the last thing you're thinking about is this. And then then you realize, somehow magically sees you from the top of this dragon.
So good.
And it says, "Fuck you too."
Yes.
Just a tragic day for Tumbleton. Tumbleton's terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day.
A lot of tumbles and Tumbleton.
God damn. And then the whole thing about, like I said, I found it weird. Like, Damon was like, "Oh, we can't sully the queen's name." And then when he realized, oh shit, it happened anyway.
Yeah.
Like when he was fighting home. First of all, that fight was ridiculous because I've never really seen
John Roxton.
I never seen nobody give Damon a run for his money. Like
knew Christopher Cole did.
But he has hands. But
John Roxton, I knew he had hands. I'm tell you how I knew. When they fought the mercenaries on the fly.
Oh, true.
He disemboweled a nigga to the nuts. I've never seen no shit like that before. that was some berserk. But like the
Yeah.
that was like some anime shit.
Yeah.
And I peeped that and I was like, this nigga might have hands, and he kind of big.
Mm.
So he was tossing Damon ass around.
Yes.
Like that was different than Cole.
Ragdolled him.
Like Cole kind of outstyled him and had like some little crossovers and shit. This was all like Shaq Diesel power shit that he did to that man. I was scared for Damon. I haven't been scared for Damon in a long time. I thought the plot armor would always protect him. Char got a hold of him. I said, I don't know, player. We might get a surprising death tonight.
He got his hearing. He was hearing bells and whatever, and then the wall comes down to make it even worse. I think it was very interesting that Damon is on the receiving end of Dragonfire for the first time, and that's kind of like it was kind of a saving thing because it did block Roxanne from him, but it also was like the way that he looks, how distraught he is, how he's like he's disoriented, how he's trying to like. The main people he sees are other like people who are victims of this, people who are just like townsfolk, the first people he sees, and he's just like not acquainted with what's going on. And then whenever we finally do get him stepping back into himself, it's because the man who's been his go-to fighting partner for such a long time, who he just dissed not 20 minutes ago, is the one who pulls him out of his like blood rush of like going into the like the last people he sees in armor on the other side. I think what we see from Damon, like, I don't know what he's gonna take from this, but I think he's definitely gonna take a different way of thinking about battle than he went into this thinking, because we saw him giving that speech to the Gold Cloaks. What happened with the Gold Cloaks? We saw him giving the speech before all this started. Like, he's been waiting his whole life for this moment. He gets that moment, and then here he is about to get knocked out, taken out by Roxton, then also Dragonfire by, again, a dragon that was supposed to be on his side that he screwed up or whatever. And now he only gets pulled out of it because Corliss, the man he just dissed extra crazy, is the one who pulls him out. So I don't think there's a way that you're Damon, like, and don't come out of this different. I think that the Reyna stuff, like you mentioned, Rod, is like, it does seem like it's changed him some, and I feel like this is going to move him a little bit more somewhere else. Where that is, I don't know.
Yeah.
He also, I think, had to grasp with the failure. Like, he's looking around like, failure. Shit, we did not, this is not the plan.
Correct.
And I think the other thing he had to grasp with in that moment, I wonder if he's thinking like, will Rey still get blamed for this? Because as far as the world knows, Ulf is their dragon rider.
Yep.
Like, the world don't know about, Ormond didn't even tell like Darren and Gwaine about the shit. So like when Ulf went, Ulf, the white working class, and decided that he was gonna burn both sides down, burn it all down, that's gonna be that's coming back to King's Landing with them, I think.
And that is actually one of the points it's similar to the point I was gonna make, that at the end of the day, a dragon did it. The dragon is the sign, symbol, and legacy of the house, right? And no matter what, no matter whose side, all people see is a dragon. Just like that joke that the royals had made about it not being a precise weapon. The fact is, like, no one's going to care. When the dragon first pulled up and you heard the hordes cheering, so happy, and then next thing they barbecue, and it's just like, in that same, and that's how the common folk and the small folk rather see that. Like, in any instance, they can come back on me. And at the end of the day, this is going to come back on Rhaenyra, right? Regardless, we see, if the Macers write the story about what happened at Tumbleton, maybe if they saw both sides, they're going to say, oh, well, both sides got lit up. But at the end of the day, what lit it up? A dragon. Whose dragon was it? Rhaenyra's.
No, they're definitely going to blame her.
Because she's Targaryen. It's just a dragon. It is what it is. And at the end of the day, no one's going to be thinking about the intricacies and the betrayals and the treasons. No one even knows that this shit is happening.
The Macers do write that Ulf betrayed sides. Like,
good.
They do write him out of the turncoat.
Again, how many people can read?
That part.
Yeah, and also like what they write. I wonder how much of that is like an understanding of like what people know then and what people know in the future.
Like the King James Bible
like
versus
at the time in the realm, was everybody like, we understand, or is it like something that just like, no, this is what really happened, and then we're reading it hundreds of years later, like, no, this is the truth,
right?
it's way too late.
I'm saying this from, okay, so the book tells you from the perspective of maesters who were around the time that the stuff is unfolding. So they are maesters who are currently like jotting stuff down about what's coming down the pike or whatever. But again, like I said last season, whenever Aemond put fire upon Aegon in the story, they don't say it that way. Like the Maesters never wrote it that like that was Aemond trying to take out Aegon. Like it was there's a whole different way to describe that. So what the Maesters know, what they decide, like who they're gonna put in history books, those are two different things.
And no one's gonna care because they're holding their dead kid in their hand, burned from dragon fire. So who gives a fuck what the Maester wrote, because I'm suffering, or I've suffered because of this, because of a dragon, right? No one said, oh, well, that was Ormond's dragon. No.
Nigga, I can't read.
Nigga, I can't read, right?
And I'm hungry.
Just to round out that situation, also just really important one, and again, this goes to the people who like who were so upset that we talked about Corlys so much. Corlys is the one that convinces Daemon to leave. He says, we are leaving, as you know, us as a house, as a unit, as a record label, we have to go. We lost this city. And it's interesting because, you know, all signs point to like no one was in favor of Corlys, in terms of no one was there to help him. At least verbally, Daemon was like, oh, I'm going to he's my prisoner, right? He just meant he got hands on him, but it just didn't feel like he had any, if you want to say, allies in it. Corlys was, you know, he was the deadbeat, or is the deadbeat father. He was this, he was that, he was that. And at the end of the day, he's like, we got to go. Because he's the one who pulls Daemon out of that. Because Daemon was going battle crazy at that point. And he was like, we got to go. Yo, what's up, fam? It is I, Tatiana King. And I want y'all to know that I need you to do me a favor. Please share this show. You're listening to us, you're watching us, but you're gatekeeping. And I don't understand why you're doing that. I really need you to share with your friends, share with your mama, share with your cousin, share with everybody. Because if you're like me, you love to share the joy. And it's really important that you do that. So please tell people about ForAllNerds. I love you.
I just feel like what Corlys represents in this episode was very interesting. I enjoyed it because we actually see Corlys as a strategic mind in this episode.
Yes.
Whenever Gwaine comes to treat with them for peace, and Corlys is like, I did not know he's going to come out here with this bullshit plan. I think with your, like, Daemon, I know you. I know how you like to move, but I'm going to try as the queen's hand to make some sense out of this arrangement right now. Like, him being king, that's never going to fly. We both acknowledge that. But also, like, you can't sit over here and say that making him Lord Paramount would not work in our favor. Like, I do understand 100% why Daemon made his decision, though, because Corlys was trying to play middle ground. There is no middle ground. Once you declare yourself for the seat, it's over. Like, either you're going to win the seat or you're not. Like, you got to die or you got to get it. There's no other way to go. So Corlys was doing his best to be middleman and Queen's hand, but at the same time, it just was never going to work. But I did love that Corlys' point of view was, there is a way for us to get through this. And I think that Ulf going off the way he did very much solidified, like, so when you see Corlys see Ulf and then the crowd go quiet, like they get burned or whatever, and he's ready to go, because he's like, he doesn't trust it initially. He's just kind of like wary, and then he's ready to go as soon as he's ready to go. He knows how fickle the dragons can be, whoever rides the dragons can be. So I really like that we see Corlys, and he actually, like, whenever Ormond was like giving his props like episodes ago, Corlys actually makes a decent advisor when he's not in his pride too much. And you notice how like Daemon kind of like winks at him, or kind of like smirks whenever Corlys says we could like wed Darren to Rhaena, because he, like, for a minute Daemon's kind of like, that's like, it's like legit plan. If only Darren had not claimed that he was going for the throne. Like, this could have been a whole different conversation. Like when Rhaenyra first went for the crown. Like, it would have been a whole different thing.
I like how much Daemon is so in a different mindset, because he's literally like, why are you even suggesting this? And Corlys like, for peace?
For peace?
so we don't go in there and kill everybody? Like,
It was like, he's a chance.
like, why would I need money or why would I need to get something out of this?
Damon said, I pulled out all my guns. We are shooting tonight.
Right.
Tonight.
Nigga, but that was the crazy shit. He's like, what do you want? Peace or a bunch of dead dudes? And he's like,
And I'm like, why would you
dead
ask
high
Damon?
Dead
towers.
high towers in particular.
Dead high towers.
Yeah.
You know, Damon, if one gang he don't fuck with the high tower.
Yep.
That's like asking a kid, you sure you don't want this, bag of candy? Like,
right.
absolutely want dead high towers. Peace.
As soon as he said that, I feel like everyone at home filled in the blank. Like dead high towers.
Right. Like, come
Yeah.
on.
Yeah, that was, you shouldn't have said that.
Even
That's
I
not a
said that,
choice.
and I don't care about the high towers. Like, come on.
And to add on to what you said, Tatiana, since this is our final episode of the season, because people have, a couple commentators have had a lot to say about how we've talked about Corliss. I just feel like the writers, in general, just like Riff Rainier, have not done Corliss any service. Like one commentator in particular, hashes out Corliss's history every goddamn time, they leave a comment, they write 10 paragraphs about it.
And we appreciate that, but you got to understand, we're
see it on
critiquing the
screen.
show.
Yeah, I don't see it on screen. On screen,
That's a good man, Savannah.
Yeah, on screen, I just
Sure,
see
he's a
Corliss
good
being a
man.
deadbeat.
Between
That's
the pages.
a good man.
Yeah.
Okay. He a good black man. He trying his best. Okay.
But again,
white people kidnapping him. He trying to make it work. He trying to get peace. Okay. He's just doing what he can do at work, guys. Okay. Maybe he don't have a time machine. He can't go back and raise his bastards. Okay. But from this point on, he could be their daddy. So I hear you. Don't come in my mentions, people that be mad about it. Okay. I'm on y'all side, whatever side it is that I don't know about.
There's like 3 sides. That's the crazy thing.
What side? What side?
If they leave in comments, I don't want the replies, guys. I'm not worth it.
Yeah.
But you got one person you got to mention that was absolutely useless to any side. Hugh. He did nothing. His dragon did nothing. They were just dead.
Yeah, one job.
One job.
Again, the writing with these characters is so like
so bad.
It doesn't make sense. And all this just to go find Kat, who's dead anyway.
Okay. All right. I
I
have to be the one to do this every time. I see. We done this before with Doctor Strange. I can relate to the idea of I'm gonna go get my wife. I don't fuck what y'all talking about.
Already.
Like he was on, like, now that the swords are at the gate, like I understand in his mind how brave it was to be like, fuck a dragon, fuck a war. I'm on one mission. Call me Hugh MC Hammer, because have you seen her? I'm looking for my woman. And I could give a damn about your woman and your woman and your wife. Mm-hmm. It's stupid. Of course it's stupid. Mm-hmm. But this is one of the few times where the stupidity is written into the character in a way where I'm like, yeah, he would do that stupid shit. This is exactly, he was trying to kidnap her last time.
That's what I was saying.
He didn't want to go. Yeah. He was like, if it wasn't for the motherfucking security, I would knock your ass out like a caveman and carry you back to the fucking King's Landing. So like his motivation made sense to me. Of course it was stupid. Like there's no, like, it's not defensible. This is what happened when you put people on dragons that's not fucking soldiers and dragon people. They just niggas from the block that you gave a gat. And you like, I can't believe he's not doing the fucking SEAL Team 6 shit. No, him and Oath are not supposed to be there.
No, I just think the character overall, like the character story for Hugh is it's a waste of dragon time. Like for me, like it's like they could be doing some interesting stuff with him. Like the whole cat, like for him to be in that place of like, he does not feel like when he heard directly from Kat's mouth, I went through some shit on King's Road, literally assault.
Right.
And his first move after that was to yoke her up. Like, that was when I was like, I can't go with him on this journey where he cares so much about his wife. Because if he cared that much about her, he would have been like, well, shit, maybe I need to spend some time with my wife. Like, maybe I need to sit in Templeton for a minute, see if I can kind of evade what's going on with the high towers and try to get my wife. Because, like, she don't need me to come in here on some grabby grab, snatch and grab energy. She needs me. So if he actually, like, that's my biggest Like, if
I mean,
he
he's
was
not a
wife
good
guy,
person, but I think we established
Yeah,
none
he's
of
not-
these are good people.
if he were a wife guy, be the wife guy. He's
Mhm.
not. He's being
He's
like
not the wife guy.
He's
Yeah.
being a patriarchal, like, I'm the head of the household guy. He's
Yes.
not being a wife guy.
Yes.
And I think they established that the first season with the
They did.
daughter being sick. Like this, like I said, to me, I'm not even frustrated by this because it's so like this is who he was. This is the ultimate moment of him being who we have said he was. Unless you just stop paying attention. Like, hopefully no one's writing into y'all like about court, like they do about Hugh, like they would Corliss, because I feel like the show's been so consistent that when they panned over to him, I said, "Yep,
here he go with his bullshit."
When
you're right.
Damon said that what he's on the field,
He
but
hasn't
then it was
changed.
like, someone find out why he's here. Like, what is he doing pulling up?
He's not going to pull up. I mean, we knew he wasn't going to pull up. It wasn't straight treason. It was just, you're just not doing your fucking job. But to the point being made, it has been consistent since the beginning. But to the other thing you were saying, Portia, about this, being mired in patriarchy, and it's just interesting. Like, the wife said it. She was just like, we needed you. We didn't need you to go get the dragon and get a house and a name and all this other bullshit. We needed you. And, for someone who is supposed to be like so tethered to family and being a father and being the head of the household, you would think that you would have never went to go get this dragon in the first motherfucking place.
right." He ain't been in no therapy. You know what I'm saying? They don't got talk space in Westeros.
He just thinks, well, if I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna make our lives better. It was like, a dragon, nigga.
Right.
You know what? Helaena should have been, if they had just made Helaena a therapist, right? Hear me out. She got holed up in her room. She didn't get to touch grass. But say she'd been like able to see the small folk in a chamber or whatever, just to see what's going on in the world outside. Maybe she would have wanted to stick around longer. She would have had like a little crew of people that she actually cared about. And not her family, who's been on some shit this whole time.
Helaena ain't like being outside though with them people. I remember when they went to the city.
But that was because they were
God.
loud and doing the most. It was just one-on-one therapy time. You know what I mean?
I relate to Helaena. I relate to Helaena. Like, I'm gonna stay here in the air condition. Y'all could do whatever the fuck it is y'all doing out there.
Shit.
Like, I'm gonna go play with caterpillars and my kids, and just y'all be on that, whatever that is.
Shout out to the butterflies at the end.
Seems
that was
bloody.
sad. That was sad. That was the represent her
Man,
spirit.
that was beautiful, but so sad. Damn.
Helena's spirit, right?
The butterflies are that same caterpillar that Helaena was obsessed with, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
That's why I said that's her spirit being released.
Yeah, like her mama gonna look back on that moment and be like, "That's when
Her mother was looking like even her mom knew something was up.
Yeah, her mom.
Yeah,
yeah.
Allison,
You know what I'm
man, or as I call her, Allie Berry, because she a bad mom. She only take the role of bad mom.
Terrible. She's a terrible mother. But yes, just to close this out again, this whole Harrenhal thing. And one of the last things that was the fun. Like I said, this was the funniest episode ever. When Aegon pulled up on Aemon on some fire and called that nigga an imbecile, I was fucking rolling, slapped the shit out of him. Like,
he just walked all the way across there just to slap him.
I hate to love it. When the dragon landed and coughed,
Yeah.
bruh, I was not ready. That kid can act. That kid, whoever that
he's
actor
my
is,
favorite.
He's a beast.
Is he playing Link in Zelda?
No, that's
Darren is.
That's Darren.
Oh,
Darren.
damn it.
Yeah. Link ain't ready for you. Ain't ready for that kind of energy for Link.
No.
He'll slap the shit out of Gandalf.
I am.
It was very, but Aegon's energy was very Two-Faced Joker in that moment too.
He's my favorite actor on the show.
That was great.
He's incredible.
God damn, that was great.
I'm alive.
There's one thing this season has had is a lot of great one-liners, right?
Oh my God.
Yes.
Bring
It had
Aegon the Usurper to
comedy.
me. This one, like this is straight.
He pointed
comedy.
that sword at Alice Rivers and said, "Who is she?" He didn't even look.
But he didn't. He pointed. No, he kept it pointed at Aemon until Aemon said, "My betrothed," and he said, "Oh, your betrothed? Okay."
He was holding the sword sideways like a gun. God, that was great.
And then that situation, Aemon just being real calm with it, and then Alice telling her story about how she became the Wicked Witch of the West.
Also, notice how does Aemon have a mother problem? Yes, we all know this.
Yes,
notice notice how ready he was to jump her bones once he found out how old she was.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, that was like hundreds of years ago. Bet. Like he was
She's old, and in that time
Oh.
she's revealing she's a mother.
Also-
So she's actually hitting both. She's like, I'm an old ass mom. Like, I'm a gilf. He was like, hold up.
He was like, now you didn't tell me that before.
Why didn't you say that shit? Don't turn it to my mama. Just do this. Just tell me you old and you lost a kid.
It's
Go ahead, Ben. Live your truth, Ben. Go ahead. Tell the people.
Go
Ben.
ahead, tell them how you feel.
No,
Come on.
I've been said that I'm a fan of Alice Rivers. I still say that. But
Mhm.
what I just wanted to point out that we're speaking about jumping bones. Like last week when Eamon, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
when One Eye was sleeping with her, it was the fact that he sees his mom, but he was already sleeping with her. Like they're already
Yeah.
fucking, because Alice says, "What did you see?"
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
it
She didn't
wasn't
even
that
mean
she
to do
put
that. She didn't even know.
put that
Yeah.
on him. This man just loves his mom.
Right. That's
And
true.
yeah, so I just wanted to point that out, that they've been fucking. It wasn't like
Right.
this was,
And it's probably fire. 100 years of like it's probably fire. She knows some stuff. 100 years, a lot of experience is all I'm saying. Who knows? She's probably got some chewing gum tricks, some doing
my
stuff from the
God.
back. I don't know. Like that's too. I
Look,
wouldn't want to be turned out by a 100-year-old Gil, but I
would.
kind of would want to be turned out. I feel like we all do.
I'm
No.
an Alice Rivers fan. I've said it before. I'll say it again. See,
Right.
See, Rod sees it.
I see the vision, Ben.
You got to have vision.
Well, I respect your ambition, Willie, but you got to have vision.
I see the vision. Like I'm not with this ageism. You know what I'm saying? I'm not
the
gonna.
only ancient being I've ever been attracted to was Eric Northman. And that was
See?
that was
Yeah,
the only
everybody
one.
got
Everybody got
that was
one.
the only
Yeah,
one.
that skinny,
Yeah,
weird
Aura,
looking
though.
dude. Come on, man.
Joyce, I'm with
y'all
you.
hating on me, and y'all like,
Right.
yeah.
Eric,
The
The
hard
whole
part-
family look crazy, and
The
everybody
part,
love
I'm not the crazy person for being okay with it. They're the crazy person for wanting to have sex with me. Like it would, like I'm not wrong. If Eric Northman wants to fuck you, you
gonna get
like what's wrong with him?
Yeah.
You've been around for 400 years, buddy. Like, of course I'm never gonna win an argument. You know every fucking thing.
Look, I like to be educated.
You know
Come on,
what I'm saying?
Alice.
I
Let's
can
go.
learn.
Okay.
I can learn.
I don't even know
Listen,
what
that's a
it's gonna-
handsome woman, Ben. Okay.
I like them. I grew
That's
up
a
on
handsome
strong
woman.
women. You know what I mean? I grew up on, the
Yeah.
Sigourney Weavers, the
If this was 1904, dog,
like I
she
said,
she'd be the star of House of the Dragon.
getting tied to a train track.
I know the train track with the
In a train
dastardly
ran.
villain.
You said she get a train ran on top of on a train
tied
track?
to a train track.
What are we
She got
saying?
that, she
We
got
got
that
too
face.
far.
She got
Yeah,
that
you know,
face
like
that she
when
like
the
she gets
villain
tied to the
ties
train
you to the
track.
Oh,
train track.
okay.
Yeah,
I
the
got it.
1900 movies.
Like the
Okay.
silent movies.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, she
Okay,
would have been a
got it.
star in the silent movies.
Absolutely.
Not my type. So, anyways, listen, we at the end, bro. So I don't know how many more seasons is coming. I don't
One.
One.
One last one. My man Gwen, as much as I love him, also an idiot this episode.
Oh, yeah.
God damn.
Well,
I love
hold
Gwen.
on.
I love
Was
Gwen.
he an idiot though? Because
he
like
wasn't stupid.
that
He was
first
not-
thing he
the
did
best
was
plan.
smart as fuck.
But
That
no,
first thing,
the first thing he did was
doing it
like
by
he tried to
himself
There we go.
finagle some
Doing
shit
it by
out of there.
himself.
Doing it by
wasn't smart.
himself was not smart.
yeah.
that part.
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course. And they didn't have to have Damon yoke him up like that.
Yeah.
God damn.
They kind of did. They
Yeah,
kind
they
of
That- but the
The
camera,
camera
angle. Why they make the camera angle like this?
they
and
getting
shit?
yoked.
Like, oh. Damn, my camera cut off. Hold on.
Poor Rod. While King of the Driggers figures out his vision there, I gotta ask you. So
have vision.
and we'll get back to him because I want his opinion too. I don't even, this will never make sense. The season is gone. The story is gone. They've, and I understand why George R.R. pulled out now. I kind of understand that.
No, I don't.
This is what he read.
You
I kinda
saying it like
understand.
that makes me feel like it's like a sex thing where he was in
Oh,
there.
Yeah.
But let me rephrase. I kind of understand why he said fuck this shit because
I don't. He act like he can finish a book. Like,
he
come
can't.
on, fam.
He can't. The nigga can't.
He has finished books. Has he
Yeah.
finished a series?
This book,
There
no.
we go.
No.
No.
Series.
But
no.
I
Yes.
get his thing about this. End of the day, we also learn like just because you're the original creator, when it gets translated to different mediums, you are not It's not going to be
but he
directly in your vision.
And George R. R. Martin's, and I don't need to take it for old white man at all, but he also is a screenwriter. So like, it's not like he's screenwritten before his shows got adapted.
Yeah, and I'm not even talking about his
since. So
yeah, I'm not talking about his skills. I'm just talking about the fact that
he
didn't
was right.
What I'm saying is him having distaste enough to be like, I'm removing myself, but it comes from like multiple layers. It's not just like, oh, they're not achieving the vision that I put forth in my book.
Yeah,
he's been part of the stories, like being screen written for the screen.
Yes,
he does not fuck with where it's going. So it's like he's
I'm
not
gonna be
just
honest
saying that
though,
because his vision is like,
as a not book reader, I'll never forgive him. I'll never forgive him, because if he would have just finished writing the other books, the other series wouldn't have fell off. So
I'll be sure about that.
It might have fallen off under him.
I think Benioff and Weiss was going to make that shit fall
exactly.
I'm sure. I'm sure of it. Like they were everything people praise is when he had written the shit already.
Yeah.
Everything people praise. The second they ran out of his shit, it was like, I don't know. Tyrion probably would just be like, "What up?" It's like, nope, nope, he wouldn't. And George gave them a fucking outline. As a procrastinator, I know about these things. That's not good enough, George. And you can't be mad at them for not being able to create your vision off of a fucking outline, dude. It's just not the same. And so I don't have as much sympathy for it, man. I do. And I'm a writer myself. I understand precious stuff is your babies, but in a creative process like this, other people have a job and they have to contribute to it as well. You don't get to control and dominate the vision. So when it's up for everybody. But when it's down, George be like, that's y'all. And I think that's, I don't respect it.
I feel like he learned that from last season though. I mean, from Game of Thrones though, because he was still kind of championing the like show or whatever, even whenever it went away from the books. Like, oh no, he's like, keep on going. Like, it's still going to be good. Like, I didn't finish the books. That's fine.
Yeah, that's true.
I feel like he had, for me, I feel like I think I looked it up at one point to double check. I'm pretty sure the last episodes that were off book, but still I could tell that George had a hand in, were like the one with Hodor and the one where it was like the battle with the White Walkers, like with the Wildings, like before the last seasons. And I'm like, you could tell George had written in those. So I'm with you. Like, yeah, the story does feel so much better and richer whenever George.
Like, he be writing long blog posts. Write an episode, my guy. Like, write the book. I don't care.
He's still on Live Journal. He's still
dude. I'm sorry that you're going through whatever you're going through.
He's doing a lot of stuff outside of Game of Thrones.
I know. You could tell.
Yeah.
You could tell from the quality of the stuff that he got other shit going on now. It is what it is. Like, I ain't even mad at him. I'm not down on the show as much as other people are, but it's just him complaining. It just feels weird. It's just like, all right, bro, just some dang dad shit.
I feel like for me, for this show in particular, it's like it's annoying because this is already written. Like, we're not even like halfway through the book that he's already fully written. So I can see being more pissed off. Like, if it's whenever the Game of Thrones fell off, there was no material. There's material here. They're just
Portia, you know, obviously, because you read. My understanding is the material is like different style written than the other ones.
It's not a book,
but it's how the show. It's not a novel.
Yeah,
it's like
a novel. Yeah.
So I think
what is it, like a song?
That could,
what is it?
Like, that might even be harder to translate to something like this.
I think what it is. This is where my vantage point of it is, because like the whole powerification of it all is that the people think that it's better to go for entertainment. Like, oh, people like the dragon drama. They want entertainment. They don't want this queen begat this son and it went like this and that and that. They don't. The people aren't going to tune in for that. They're going to tune in for the drama, for the horrific parts, for the incest. That's what gets the people moving.
Right.
I mean, like, they still on the air.
But here's the thing: that might get what people like their thumbs moving or whatever. But it's the bigger, greater storytelling, the strength of the storytelling that draws people in. Like, are we going to talk about the craziness? Sure, because like it's funny. We're going to talk about it, but we're also going to talk about how well written it is, how well it's shot, how badly it's shot. We're going to talk about all these different aspects.
You're right.
If you're focusing too hard on entertainment, you're gonna lose a lot of the audience that you garnered in the first place. Because I'm gonna sit around.
He keeps selling his shit to them for millions of dollars. I'm sorry, I don't feel sorry for them at all.
Yeah. No, I don't
Yeah,
feel
he's
sorry
making
for
the money.
George.
Like, then why didn't he just? Why is Duncan and Egg? And that's gonna be the next one. 2 seasons from now. That actually, I stopped fucking with them too. Now that y'all don't like it.
Off the story.
Yeah.
So far,
Yeah.
they're on story. So we'll see if he continues to do that.
Like I said, I never said I felt bad for the nigga. I said I was just like, well, I understand why he's
Oh
like,
yeah,
fucking with
but
this.
yeah.
Was
I mean,
that
I
the
understand
writers?
the children of blood and bone. Like you understand because you wrote the shit though. Like you're precious
Yeah.
about your baby in a way that other people might never relate to because it is your baby. Almost all people that do source Frank Miller, like everybody that does this when it goes to another medium they don't control, it's like more likely than not they will not like it as much as what they wrote. So I kind of get that, but at the same time, like, yeah, bro, all right, I'm not here for George R. R. Martin. I'm here for the fucking dragons and the peoples.
Yeah. The one fantastic thing about this finale episode was there was no dragon on dragon violence. I appreciate
Thank God.
that.
Well, they chased his ass off.
They
again.
were-
They did
they're
get him
chasing-
out of there.
Yeah.
They chased,
Light
but that
work.
wasn't direct.
Yeah.
There was
They
no
didn't jump
yapping.
nobody.
But it wasn't
We don't
a
know where we're gonna
jumping.
begin next season. If that we're gonna end that chase, the end of that chase.
No, we're
Sure.
not. The show don't
It
have
might
that great.
vision-
I don't think there'll be a long hunt for Oath because
There
he
won't be
seemed
a long
dumb.
hunt. There won't be a long hunt.
I'm thinking
no.
opening credits. Like, what? How far can he get? He's not a smart man.
I'm thinking right away, immediately, within 30 seconds.
Sleep in a
Nah.
meadow, like just
First of all, y'all saw how they found him fucking sleep on the
on the
shitter.
toilet. This nigga.
They're getting him in the next
They
15
love
seconds.
finding somebody on the toilet because what's his face
Yep.
went out on the toilet too.
And get egg, Dunkin' Egg.
No.
Or-
No,
Oh,
what's
the
his name?
Lannister.
Tywin dad.
Tywin
Tywin.
Lannister.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually,
So
I actually understand Ulf though. Like I did want to note that I understand Ulf's decisions.
To burn everybody down.
Yeah.
His
Okay.
rec- his
You a
decisions
little
in
dark.
general.
You a
He's
little
a
dark,
fucking
Portia.
I mean, if
You
niggas
understand-
slap
I mean,
me
you-
around too, fuck
you
all
understand his decisions because they're simple. They're very simple. There's nothing it's nothing deep about Ulf, at least to me.
Yeah. Well, him and Hugh, same boat to me.
that. Yeah.
Like what they was
They showed
exactly
y'all
where
who
I
they
thought they
were.
would be from everything that was done before this. I was
Correct.
like, yep, they gonna find this nigga drunk. He gonna drunk drive a dragon into a motherfucking war, and he gonna burn every side up because he's
Right,
that's
'cause he's
exactly who
mad.
he's been.
Because he's mad because he can't drink his Duff beer. Okay, whatever.
Right.
Like it was written, right? Like we
Yep.
saw that, so it was no surprises there. That's why I mean by simple. There was no deep reason why this happened. It is what it is.
Yeah.
That
And
being, go ahead.
Well, one last thing before I finish, it's just like we said, it's the difference between things like Power and The Wire. It's like when Hugh, like we know Hugh is going to go back and do this stuff, but I have no connection to it. When he runs in and he's I'm just
I
sitting
don't
there
give a
like,
fuck.
Yeah.
I don't give
Yeah.
a shit. Like
Cat don't
because-
even give a fuck about you. So
Yeah.
Yeah, it
why
doesn't
should I?
matter because it's not.
And there's so many people, and this, and I feel bad for the showrunners in this area because they clearly have cut the budget in the episodes.
Mm.
So there's just so many people you don't get the time to spend with them. Like if you throw up, I don't know, 5 extra minutes per episode of Hugh and Ulf doing shit, then yeah, it does matter to me that, oh yeah, his wife, man, that was really important to him.
Mhm.
Now I'm like, his wife, plot point. Yep, got it. He's already gonna be in there fucking this shit up. Got it.
Yep.
Mhm.
And then, but it's also in like the fight between Damon and whatever his name is. While it's a cool fight and it looked
Yeah.
great visually, there's no emotion because I don't give a shit about dude. Like,
Yeah.
who cares? You know?
Roxton?
And Damon is who I'm
Yeah.
following.
John
so
Roxon, yeah.
Yeah.
I still don't give, like whatever. It's just a problem of the show. It's like you want spectacle, but you're not developing it where the spectacle matters. It's just
Yeah.
spectacle for spectacle.
Well, low key, Darren didn't do shit.
No.
Like for him to have that name and this all to be done in his name, like this nigga just exited stage right, went up the
Yeah.
stairs like Judy Winslow. I don't even know where he at.
How did y'all?
Oh my goodness.
How did y'all feel about Helaena getting how she went out? Like, did y'all feel like that was at all foreshadowed? Like, if you had any? inkling
Oh,
that
it
that
was
gonna
definitely-
happen?
Well, it was on
It
her
was
scroll.
definitely foreshadowed.
She fucking crocheted it.
But then
It
I
was definitely
care.
foreshadowed between Allison and Ray because I don't even mean this as a compliment. I just think the show was so blatantly like she gonna kill herself. Like
Yeah.
she don't go outside. She's fragile. I was like,
Yep.
oh, so she
Yep.
going out the window 100%. So I mean, maybe you could be upset that it was too foreshadowed almost because I was like, well, we know what's gonna happen to her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rest in peace. She was a real one.
I mean, like,
She
did you actually care that she died?
Oh yeah, I
Yeah.
love Helena was
I liked
good,
Helaena a
bro.
lot.
She was
Yes.
the only one that was good. Like, of course, yeah, that sucked.
And-
Like, I felt worse for her than Masaria. I was like, Masaria, you could go. You beat it. You lost. You blew it.
Yeah.
But Helena never did nothing to nobody, man. She lost her baby. Like, nah, and they gave her enough screen time, right?
Yeah.
Even if it was just bouncing her off of Ray and Allison, we got enough screen time to care. It's just not
We knew
enough
who she
screen time to go
was.
around for these people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we knew who she was. We knew her motivations. We know what's important to her, what's not important to her, like her connection to Rhaenyra and the greater story. There was a full interweaving of this character. So you absolutely cared.
Like even the senior Starks, like I cared more for them. I got to know,
100%.
Cat daddies.
them more. Yeah, I got to
Yeah,
know
the
them
cat
way
daddies
more.
of the North.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I got to
I
know
fuck
them
with
way
them.
more than I got to know.
Oscar, what's his name?
Oscar
Oscar
Tully.
Tully. Oh,
Oscar
that's
Tully.
no,
That's
Oscar
my
Tully-
nigga.
one of
that
the
was my man.
ones.
And crazy shorty with him. Once again, I love
Lady
Mia,
Blackwood.
Blackwood.
Look,
She don't
Lady
get no speaking
Blackwood.
lines. She need
Sure.
more lines.
She don't even need him though, bro. She's just sitting there smiling as they're plotting death. It's like she's just
Yeah.
sitting there like, woohoo, I can't wait to
And
kill
all
somebody.
Oscar totally did was point up, and she was like, "Got it."
Yes.
Boom.
And
Boom.
she's smiling and she did it. I love her.
They
Love
do
her.
dirt. I fuck with
it.
them.
You know, so it's ways that could be done. It's just, you know,
Mhm.
unfortunately, the ones that they were highlighting just didn't have it for me. So all that to say, when we see the next season, which is now, thank y'all for confirming the last season.
Yep.
Mhm.
How does this all wrap up?
2028.
It's written. It is written. There's material.
Yeah,
And they
2028.
deviated from the material.
However it's
considerably.
written, it will disappoint people that read the books. So let's
That-
just get that out the way. Okay.
Please.
We
100%.
understand.
It's gonna
Uh,
speed
but
run. I
for
know
me,
that.
It is
Yes,
possible
we-
that I might like it. I hope we get lots of action.
Okay.
And I hope we get lots more betrayal and lots more death. I think one of the easiest solutions to this show is having so many characters is just kill more people. And then we spend more time with the people that's not dead, and it makes it more impactful because they're spread so thin with just how many locations and people. It's crazy right now.
This is a fact.
To your point, I was
yeah.
expecting for more people to be dead by now. Like whenever we got through to like episode 3 of this season, I was like, I hope that Tumbleton is like episode 6 or 7, because I really feel like there should be more deaths before we get into the last season. Like there's just too many players, like pieces on the table, and I feel like it makes the like chess match harder to like actually enjoy whenever you're just worried about all these different pieces on the board. So I was hoping that by this episode, so many deaths had happened. Like I don't even, because I'm, and that's another thing that like for people in the comments, I enjoy fellow maesters, fellow like watchers. I'm thinking of models from maesters before me who did not spoil the red wedding for anybody online, even though they could have. I'm not spoiling stuff for people. Like I would never want to spoil stuff. I want and I also don't know what they're going to change up in the storytelling. So I just like to be part of enjoying it and then seeing how it all rolls with everyone else. So there are so many deaths that I would love to just hint at and name in some way that I just like, I know they're probably going to pull off in really interesting ways, and we haven't gotten there yet. And I would have loved to end the season on at least 2 or 3 of them, and we haven't.
I appreciate your restraint.
Appreciate it.
That's not even a joke or sarcasm, straight up. Because a lot of people, as a person that didn't read the books, there's so much stuff I can't engage with because people just flippantly just say shit, and you're like, damn.
Like, why would you do that?
Like, bro, I was listening to you. Like, why would you do that? So I appreciate the restraint for real.
Definitely. Ben, I mean, your thoughts on what we're going to see the last season?
As someone who like Portia, I mean, I haven't read the books, but I do keep up online. And so I don't know anything that's about to happen. I just know that they said that there's a lot to cover from the books. Like the time frame of what we need to show in the 4th season is a lot more than what we've shown in these seasons. So it's like they're going to compress shit. I know that, like, you know, people complain about X-Men and how it's speed run X-Men 97 right now. And I know that they're going to do a lot of speed running and maybe some type of time jump. I'm not sure exactly, because I don't know exactly what needs to be shown. I just know a lot needs to be shown, and we only have 1 season left to do it in. So, yeah, I don't know. At this point, I'm like with everyone. I'm watching for the entertainment value of this. This House of Dragon is never going to go down as like one of my all-time great TV shows or great TV watching experiences. It's highly entertaining. I love dragons, so I love seeing them on screen. I love all the, the ridiculousness of it. A man, with one arm screaming for his death after telling somebody he got a good fucking from the north. You can't get this anywhere. This is just like Power, where people scream about product week after week. We need more product. We need more product. I can't get that, anywhere else but Power. It's just
I'm not getting dragons anywhere else. I'll say that.
It's just
what I just thought of. I know we're closing, but it's kind of crazy that Ray is right. Right? That she's right about the Song of Ice and Fire. But she crazy. She sound crazy, but she actually was correct.
Right. Yeah.
But she's not, because she talking about she's the prince that promised, and you're not.
Yeah, but she's right about winter is coming, though. She ain't lied about that shit.
About winter.
And I know that was part of what went into the crazy bucket for a lot of them people. They like, winter ain't coming. She lost her fucking mind.
But it ain't gonna come in their lifetime like that.
I know.
So she is.
That's the
it's
point.
Still crazy. Like
I know, but it's like when Kamala was like, "This motherfucker is gonna be a bad president." It's like, man, women be talking. Damn,
that was
talking.
in our lifetime. That was anybody of any sense.
So imagine if Kamala was like 100 years from now. We'd be like, she was crazy.
Oh, definitely.
You got 3% of the vote.
Yeah.
What was you about to say, Portia?
On the winter is coming front, because one, I know that Rhaenyra knows that she's not the princess promised. She's like, I'm going back to I think it was possibly last episode where I was saying Ormond, if he had actually had married her or whatever, that would have been a good match, because he's good about spinning narrative in people's favor. And what she's doing is she's trying to spin the narrative, but only her father, people that are dead, know this narrative that she's trying to evoke to bring other people into it. So it's only her audience that she thinks that she's playing into is not there, because they're not the ones. They're not the Targaryens believer. That's not who they are. But what's funny to me is the iconography of Helaena being a dreamer. The last vision she had was winter coming over her vision of what winter eclipsed what she wanted for her life.
Yep.
And the first time we see winter is come up at all in this show, especially this episode, is whenever Rhaenyra declares that winter is coming.
Yeah.
So Rhaenyra's reign eclipses whatever Helena's dreams are ever going to be. And that's when Helaena decides that she's going to take her life, because Rhaenyra it's whatever Rhaenyra's vision is. And I think that's what Mysaria said to her, kind of solidified that in her mind. Whatever Rhaenyra wants is going to eclipse whatever Helaena ever wants. So
And
she may as well just give up.
The irony of Mysaria being in the crowd watching.
Yeah.
What's your Arya was for Ned Stark, basically.
Yep. Thick with irony.
Thick with irony, man. So that is our review of our jam-packed review of episode 8, the finale of House of Dragons, The Trees is at Tubbleton. I want to thank everybody here for all of the hard work and dedication for this show, because my God, the things that have happened. Rod, thank you so much for joining us again. We appreciate you. Love the crown. Please let people know where they can find you, what you're working on, anything you want to talk about real quick.
You can find me and everything I do. The Blackout Tips. It's a podcast. Me and my wife do it. We also recap House of Dragons on Tuesdays. So make sure y'all check that out. And we also have a Patreon, so you can find us there. And thank y'all for having me, man. It's always a great time.
Yes, much love to you, much love to Karen, as always. Please make sure y'all are supporting us. Thank you for listening, for watching. Make sure you're subscribed on everywhere you're watching us, whether it's YouTube, whether it's on Twitch, wherever. ForAllNerds, ForAllNerds. You can also support us a few different ways. Make sure you're going to ForAllNerds.com. You see these Dunkin' Egg shirts we got on right now. This and a whole lot of dope merch is on that site. Please make sure if you see these designs anywhere else, do not purchase. Only purchase from us, because those are bootleggers. Make sure you're going to our Patreon, patreon.com/ForAllNerds. Make sure you are on every podcast platform to be listening to us. Follow us, Tatiana King, Rodimus Prime, Portia Knows, DJ Ben Hameen on the interwebs. Anything else I miss, y'all?
We're almost to 10K followers on YouTube, so
let's go.
Come on, join through. We almost there. We gonna make it by the end of the summer for real. Thank y'all for the love.
What's up, y'all? Thank you for watching that video that you just watched. Do one thing for me. Hit the like, hit the subscribe button. Do it because you love us. do it for the cause. It's the For All Nerds Show. For All Nerds Show is a member of the Loudspeakers Network, where we always say rest in peace to our founder, Combat Jack.
For All Nerds Show is powered by our listeners. Everything we do, from our podcasts, live events, our website, are all independently funded. Please continue to support us through our Patreon page at patreon.com/forallnerds.
Available now at ForAllNerds.com. The Gucci Mandalorian, the Variants, the Duncan Egg, the Lion-O Richie. New designs coming soon.